Have you ever felt very excited to start something new? Maybe you want to learn business. Maybe you want to learn a new language. At the beginning, you feel full of energy. You think, this time I will really do it. But after a short time, the energy goes down. You feel tired. You feel unsure. You start thinking, maybe this is not for me. And the strange part is, sometimes you have not even failed yet. You have just started. If this has happened to you, do not worry. You are not alone. Many people feel the same way. It is not always because they are lazy. It is not because they have no potential. Often, there is something quietly draining their energy from the start. One big reason is social comparison theory. In simple words, people naturally compare themselves with other people. The problem is, we often compare our beginning with someone else's result. We see someone who speaks very well, sells very well, speaks a language very well, or looks very confident in social situations. Then we look at ourselves and see that we are still confused, still slow, still making mistakes. And that can make us feel small. But what we are seeing is only one part of their story. We do not see how long they studied. We do not see how many times they failed. We do not see how many times they wanted to quit but kept going. This is where many people begin to lose mental energy. Another big reason is low self-efficacy. Self-efficacy means the belief that you can do something. When this belief is low, even a small problem can make your mind say, "See, I cannot do this." But new things are always hard in the beginning. It is normal to be slow and feel awkward. The problem is that many people want fast results. So, when they face the first difficulty, they think it is a sign to stop. Then they do not really fail. They just stop too early. And today, social media makes this even worse. Every day we see other people's results. We see their progress, we see their success. But we rarely see the hard beginning. We rarely see the confusion, the mistakes, and the slow progress. So slowly, we start to feel behind. Not because we are truly losing, but because we keep comparing our real life with someone else's highlight reel. If this continues, it can become a dangerous pattern. First, we feel insecure. Then we begin to delay things. Then we start avoiding them. And finally, we tell ourselves, this is not for me. But very often, the problem is not our ability. The problem is that we did not give the process enough time. New things are not always comfortable. And because they are uncomfortable, many people think they are not meant for them. But the truth is, every expert will start from beginner. If you often feel tired when starting something new, try to change the way you think. First, stop comparing your beginning with someone else's ending. Compare yourself today with yourself yesterday. That is much fairer. Second, make your goals smaller at the start. Do not ask for big results too early. If you want to learn a language, do not expect to speak perfectly right away. Start with one new word, one new sentence, one small habit each day. If you want to learn business, do not chase big results immediately. Start with the basics. Try and improve step by step. Third, focus on progress, not perfection. Many people quit not because they cannot do it, but because they want everything to be perfect at the beginning. But learning is messy in the beginning. That is normal. Fourth, be careful with what you consume. If social media makes you compare yourself all the time, take a break. Fill your mind with things that help you grow. Follow people who are honest about the process, not only the final result. Fifth, remember this. Feeling hard is not a sign that you are failing. Feeling hard is a sign that you are learning. That is often where growth happens. The goal is not to be great immediately. The goal is to keep moving.